This is another MyView TV exclusive. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up, my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. So, people, this platform is a different type of platform. You know? Remember, me tell you, so we allow people to angle and bangle themselves. So, you see, when you come to give you a story, yes, I'm going to be honest with you. Because I have some look new people where feel like say them can outsmart we, or feel like them can use stonecraft. No, it don't work like that. So, if you or somebody have a problem, angle the bangle on yourself. Don't make you, he, she, and everybody in your family come and send with the same message. Say, yo, you know, say time right down the road have gone, and him and this and that them and the par. But in the same message, you not spell the same word wrong. Nobody feel like such we talk that way, I mean, so we not have sense, you know. No. We just start the news in a way where everybody can relate to. You understand? We not use a bag of big word, a bag of people not used to and them something there. We are break it down for the people them can understand and know what go under them country. You understand? Hold on now, me go a little place named Content Gap. Yes, Content Gap in a St. Andrew. People, make sure you catch up on the too much. Yes, make sure you catch up on the too much. Come here, have one little video for show now. And yes, people, them give me one only pan name, but we not call the name because we know that is not our style. We cannot verify the names. We have a people give it, so we not going to call no name and put no target for no innocent person back. Yes. But police don't need for go on a Content Gap. Yes. Remember the little man them beat round in August? Yes, beat him, kill him, have a video of the man in the paper, the man swell up bad, you know. And we are send the police them round because the people in the community are now becoming scared. Enough of them see who do it, and yes, them attack, and name a call and a bag or something like me say. One only per name sent to, but this is not our job to talk about the one bag of name because we don't know if a people are trying to set up people, allow them to angle and bangle themselves. So you see, the police them up on the platform, Alyssa. Can't say me never call them out and send them round there. Police don't go round there. Nobody for them and carry them behind bars. No. Slap them. Slap all of them. Every single one of them on the floor and they go slap with. People them round there wait pounder. Them say as we don't come, then we come to now, we couldn't know exactly what going. So police just do the job, the man. Do the job and stop try close case and link some other man to the case them when I close. Remember me know say them thing don't do from the other day, no, but I feel like say we don't pick up on a little formula when I work with, you know. When no one close a case, so they say, alright, you see someone they get where we are gonna put him on the little murder where they go on the road. Boom, case closed. Do some work, police. Do some work. Can't say me never tell you. Anyway, now, people, make I tell you something. The people them are complain. Yes, the people them are complain about access to the vaccine. Yes, me mind the people, me tell you now. Me alright to the vaxxers and me alright to the anti-vaxxers. Any part on the fence you sit down, me I go support you. You understand? I won't be held accountable or responsible for anyone. Yes, so me now go say, yo, go and go do this. And when they do it, I say, yo, my view do this, and my view do that. And now I go say, don't do it. And when they don't go, and your family member then job, you say, no, sir, because of my view, tell me, say, never go, we never go. Make I tell you something. At this point in time, everybody's supposed to know what they want or what they're about. So, do what pleases you and do what you have to do for you and your family. But over on this platform, we talk as it is and as it might be. So currently in Jamaica, it's two pandemic. Crime and violence, which is one, and COVID. Government now wrote about crime and violence, and me I don't know that. You understand? And we are telling the police them to stop as criminal and police them now listen to it. They might pick them up and carry them behind bars. So since them talk about COVID this and COVID that, we could tackle the COVID pandemic right now. I still believe people need to be educated more about what is happening.
We need to launch a massive public education and communication program on the subject of vaccination and COVID-19. We need to get every citizen access to as much reliable and factual information as possible and have that information put in a context where people can have dialogue with people that they trust, with their doctors, with their nurses, with their teachers, with whoever in the communities that they trust. We need to identify those people and give them that information. A lot of the vaccination hesitation is due to the fact that people do not like to be treated like cow and goats. You can't expect people to go and wait for 5 hours to be told that the vaccines are finished. So we need to rationalize that. Now, hopefully, that's what the task force is doing, but we need to do it right away. And we need to make the vaccines accessible to the smallest, furthest communities in the country, whether by mobile van or by bus or by going for the people and bringing them out.
There's one thing we know with people. Anything them want, them will take. If them don't want it, no matter what they do, them now go take it. But make it more accessible so persons who want it can go and get it, and persons who don't want it, just do what them have to do. Another thing, nobody force it on nobody, but it will reach a point now, people, me I go be honest, you know, it will reach a stage where people just have to go take it, or people just have to go decide, say, watch me I go hold out. But each his own. And some of them people that want to listen to what I talk about them now, take it, you know. Watch November come in. Watch when November come and people decide, say, yo, only can fly unless you have this and have that. You not going to see what go on. But should the cards, matter of fact, listen to this one.
All other members of the society should be actively encouraged to get vaccinated by presenting an obligatory COVID passport to access key government and social services such as cinemas, theaters, the churches, hospitals, courts, tax offices, banks, colleges and universities. No frontline worker should die from COVID. It is an unnecessary death. Therefore, mandatory vaccination must be required for all frontline workers, including healthcare workers, members of the security forces, transportation workers, and those in the tourism industry. Those who are due their second dose of AstraZeneca during the first week of October should have been invited to come in for early shots. It will make no difference from a public health perspective. It is obviously far more prudent to have the shots in arms than in an incinerator. The WHO, PAHO, and other regulatory agencies should have been contacted for advice about giving Jamaicans early boosters for the thousands of Jamaicans who are already fully immunized and will require boosters in the very near future.
Me not even want nobody rush them answer in the comment section right now, because if it gets to that point, what are you now left to do? Think about it. Think about it. Think about what you're going to do. And think about your options going forward. You understand? As I say, I'm alright with vaxxers, I'm alright with anti-vaxxers. Right now, we're going to the health sector.
I'm particularly concerned about healthcare workers and other persons on the front line. Just this morning, we have heard the report of yet another nurse who has died. So it's the second nurse in a few days. And one can only imagine how this is impacting on our nurses who are on the front line, dedicated, hard-working nurses who are exposed on a daily basis.
We continue to pray for each other and we continue to support each other, and we want to say to the nursing fraternity, let us hold straight, let us continue to trust God, and let us support each other as best as we can. As I said to the movies, that most persons are just worried and wondering, who's next, what's going to happen, what can we do, what haven't we done? And so it's a somber mode, because we're really feeling it, knowing that it's not many of us, and we keep going out and we're wondering, is this going to take a toll on the small populace of nurses that we have in Jamaica to take care of the population of Jamaica? And so many of us are just out of it. I've had enough of it. We have had enough. It's not that we are inhumane to others who have died. And to really look again and to see one of our very own pass on, and you wonder, what else could we have done? Did we do all that we could? It just makes you sad and make you wonder. Your own mortality faces you. And we recognize that though you are at the forefront fighting, it's like you're in a real war where you don't know when a bullet will hit you, despite that you think you have your armor on. And so it is devastating for us, and it is troubling for the nursing and for the healthcare workers, and it's just a burden to us now.
We're talking about depression, mood instability or mood changes. We're talking about anxiety. We're also talking about post-traumatic stress disorder. It cannot be a very safe feeling to get to a place where you're contemplating your own mortality and you're thinking about the impact of your untimely demise. You also think about persons who have lost loved ones as a result of the COVID-19 virus and not being able to grieve for them in the traditional ways that we have grown accustomed to.
A lot of people reporting sleep disturbances. People are grieving because of the losses in their life, death and dislocation. And this is seen at all levels of the society.
In the midst of it, so many of us are still expected to perform and to meet our goals and our deadlines. You know, we're in a catastrophe, believe it or not. And we still have to survive and exist as if we're not dealing with some major challenges, you know, social, economical, financial, psychological. It cannot be a good experience for anyone.
And it indicated that more than half of Jamaicans reported that they were having anxiety symptoms and depressive symptoms. And almost all the persons who responded stated that they need psychosocial support.
It's okay to not be okay. You know, don't want to be too hard on yourselves. You're actually doing the best that you can given our circumstances. And to just encourage all of us to be our brother's keeper. This is the time more than ever to be supportive and gentle and considerate of each other. To seek help if you need help.